Welcome to another edition of A Sandwich and Some Lovin', the Margarita edition of the podcast. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans.
Hello, I'm Allen.
And we are enjoying lovely margaritas that my husband made for us. Cheers, sweetheart. Yes, we highly encourage people to pour one and drink along with us.
Frozen margaritas.
No, these are on the rocks.
On the rocks margaritas.
How can you not tell that's
Well, I've had a quarter margarita and I'm already feeling
thinking
it.
it's
I'm already
frozen?
feeling it, yeah.
Alan had so much fun making frozen margaritas at our Memorial Day party. I said, why don't we try doing an on the rocks version? Because that's the way I usually drink them when we go out. And so we did, and it's really good.
And for those of you who stick around to the end, which I know all of our listeners do,
it's a margarita-themed podcast.
we will share our margarita recipe, and then we may sing a little song.
That has to do with margaritas?
Maybe has to do with margaritas. We will see.
But we will get to that later, so you have to stay tuned. But thank you, everybody, for joining us this week. We've got a few things we're going to get to that I hope you find entertaining.
You know, I was thinking about this earlier, babe. You know, most shows, I don't know, they always say, boy, have we got a great show for you.
Right.
I mean, they're trying to get everybody pumped up, right?
Right. Well, if you don't believe it, they won't.
Right. But I think we're pretty authentic. Like, we've come on here before and said,
we don't know what we're doing.
We got nothing. I mean, we're just going to kind of wing it.
Yeah.
But today,
we got some stuff?
We got some stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
We've seen David Blaine since the last time we recorded a podcast.
That feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about the great David Blaine, the magic show we went to. Mm-hmm. We went to a movie premiere.
A screening. Yes.
Might get into that a little bit. Here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we've had some ridiculous summer temperatures and humidity levels. And there has been a little bit of a thermostat war going on at Evans Manor. So we're going to talk about how Kelly and I deal with that on a man-to-woman basis.
We don't deal with it very well.
We don't deal with it very well.
Give you a little heads up on that.
Yeah. So we're talking about thermostat wars. Kelly's brought us some show content, and since this is our kind of like kickoff summer edition of A Sandwich and Some Lovin',
yes.
it's like travel tips or something like that.
Yeah, a few little things about traveling, some things that might make it a little easier for you and maybe save you a little money in the process.
Travel hacks.
Yeah.
We had some questions submitted to KellieandAllen.com.
I love that. I love to engage with the listeners.
So we have a couple of questions to go through. We went to a vodka tasting last night.
Who knew they even had such a thing?
Woo! So we'll maybe touch on that if we can remember what happened there.
I remember. We didn't get drunk.
And then, as Kelly said, we are sipping on these wonderful summer refreshing margaritas on the rocks. And
thank you, honey, for making those.
Thank you. We'll share our recipe at the end of the podcast and also post it online. And then for those of you who are big fans and stick around to the very end, you may hear Kelly sing.
Wow, what a treat.
We're gonna do picking and grinning.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while, so a lot to get to.
That's what I got, man.
So let's just dive in because
Okay.
people got things they want to do, and so let's just get them through this podcast.
They got things to see and people to do.
Something like that. But first of all, let me just say, before we started the podcast today, I colored my hair. I have started doing it myself at home. Years ago, before I moved to Texas to take on this big-time radio job, I used to do my hair at home by myself all the time and didn't think anything of it. I would highlight it myself. I would never have dreamed to go get manicures and pedicures. I always did it myself, but you move to Texas and things are just different here. And so I started, getting my hair colored, going to get regular manis and pedis and things like that. And now I'm starting to think, I'm paying a lot of money to get my hair colored. And I remember back in the day, I used to do a pretty dang good job at it. In fact, it was so good that
How good was it?
I went to one of the top guys in Dallas. His name's Jean-Philippe. He still has a shop here, Jean-Philippe. He used to work for José Hebert. And when I went to see him the first time, he said to me, when I first moved here, who colors your hair? I was like, why? He said, it's fabulous. I was like, well, I do it. And he didn't believe me, but it's true. I used to use a box of color. So anyway, I've started doing it myself again. And so I had a coupon for $2 off L'Oreal Paris color. And so I've tried that one. And I usually try to stay in the medium red, warm red, light auburn tones. And that's what I've got. Probably should go lighter for summer, but I'm just sticking with that because it's easier. But today, for some reason, the bottle exploded on me.
It got all over your shirt.
It got everywhere. When I was squirting it in my roots, you do the roots first, you let it sit for 20 minutes, and then you put it in the rest of your hair. It stopped squirting. It just like got clogged up. And so I was messing with it and trying to squirt it. And so then I got my, there's a little tiny hole, so I got the tweezers, and I was poking holes in it and trying to do it. And then when I turned it over again, the whole thing exploded and went everywhere, including my shirt. I don't know if it's going to come out or not. But anyway, what do you think of my color, honey? You haven't commented.
I always like the color of your hair.
But did I do a good job? Is it even? Does it look even?
Yeah,
sometimes you can do it, and the back will be a different color than the front sometimes.
Well, the back is always lighter than up here.
Right.
But
because I do my roots
it's
longer.
this beautiful chestnut color.
Well, if it's all one color, I think that looks fake.
No, but
it has to have different colors and tones.
I like it chestnut.
So for $7.99 approximately, that saved me a few bucks right there. So that was L'Oreal Paris. I think it was the number 5R or 4R, something like that. So I did that today. That was exciting. What else did I do today?
Well, you know what didn't save us money?
What?
It's going to see David Blaine.
Yeah. A lot of people think because, I'm in the radio business in addition to the podcast that I get a lot of free tickets to things. That used to be the case back in the day. Back in the day before they had laws, about plugola, payola. People in the record business would take us out to fancy dinners. We'd get to hang out with celebrities and do fun stuff and go to concerts and backstage passes. It's just not like that anymore. So it's really hard to get a free ticket without begging, and I don't like to do that. And so anyway, Alan loves David Blaine. We interviewed him on the podcast a couple months ago.
A couple of podcasts ago, right?
It's been a couple months, yeah. And I'm not. Alan was being a super fan and was very polite, and I think David appreciated the fact you read his book. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of hoping David would say, "Hey, I'm gonna hook you guys up. You're such big fans." Well, that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
So Alan,
this guy got on Ticketmaster and bought 2 seats.
He got VIP seats.
VIP seats, which got us a fake VIP badge, a poster, and a deck of cards. But hey,
how much more was that VIP bag?
You don't want to know. But we were close. I mean, we were 4 rows back.
Oh, we're a little further back than that.
Well, there was the orchestra, and then we were 4 rows back of the orchestra. Okay. I mean, we were fairly 20
close.
Yards to the stage? It was very close.
The very first thing he does is he reads something about don't try this at home because it's like a legal thing he has to do. And then he balled up the paper and turned around and threw it into the crowd to pick a random person. Well, guess who caught it?
This guy.
My husband,
This guy.
Alan.
He throws this balled up paper way over his head, and I see it coming, and I'm just looking. I'm like, that's certainly not coming right to me, is it? I put my big paw up, my big spider arm, and I just one-handed it.
Got it.
No problem. So I'm thinking, yes, I'm going to be part of his trick.
Well, I think you were excited, but you were also sort of scared. I
was scared.
I got that vibe off of you. Well, of course, David, once he sees, and they're here, Alan and I are on the Jumbotron, and it was super cool because we ended up running into a lot of podcast listeners who saw us on that screen and said because they heard us interview David on the podcast, that's how they found out he was going to be here and bought tickets. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Well, David says, well, just to prove, this wasn't rigged, he told Alan, throw it to somebody else.
So I did what he said, of course, and I threw it over my head. Somebody else catches it, like 5 rows back. Yeah. They toss it to another lady on the other side of the arena. And then she got called up to do the trick.
She didn't even want to do it.
Her and her son. But he was incredible. If you go on YouTube and look up David Blaine on Jimmy Fallon, the trick where he stitches his mouth shut.
He really does that.
That's the one that I was in on, where I caught the paper. And then the lady who went up there, she had to help David stitch his mouth shut. Mm-hmm. And then her son drew a card out of a deck, tore off the edge. He and David tore off the edge. David puts the torn card back in the deck with his mouth stitched shut.
And the kid's holding on to the torn piece.
Holding on to the torn piece. He throws the deck up in the air. It kind of goes everywhere. And then he asks one of them to use a scissors to cut the stitching open. And this is like, gross. We are squirming in our seats as all
Everybody's
this is going
squirming.
on. They cut the stitching. he opens his mouth, and that frickin' card that the boy tore with a perfect match to his piece was in David's mouth.
Wet and folded up.
Wet and folded up. I think it was the Jack of Clubs.
Here's the thing about David Blaine. A lot of people think, he also does, in addition to magic tricks, illusions, he does things that tests his endurance.
Uh-huh.
And so when he really sews his mouth shut. I mean, there's a needle going through his skin. You could see it. The lady was pulling on it. It was going through his lip. You could see it when he opened his mouth. You could see the strings inside his mouth. So that's just a matter of being able to handle the pain.
Stuck an ice pick through his arm.
Yeah, and you could see like marks from where he had done it before. There was some slight bruising, but then he holds his breath, and you're not allowed to have your phone out at all during the show, except for when he's holding his breath in the tank. He says, "Everybody, you can film it." Well, instead of filming it, I Instagram lived it, and so a lot of people were watching it like, "It's fake, it's fake." It's really not fake.
That was not fake.
He has trained for this, trained for years, and he was. Before we went live, he was huffing oxygen. He was huffing it.
Pure oxygen, yeah.
Pure oxygen. And he was just gulping it. And then when he went in, he went through this meditation process where he relaxed certain parts of his body to cut down on his oxygen. He turned upside down because that helps keep the oxygen, whatever. His body was trembling. He was fighting the urge to breathe because you get this natural urge to inhale. He had a Navy SEAL there watching out for him to make sure he didn't go too far because his goal every show is to go a little bit further than the previous show.
Yeah.
And he held his breath for 10 minutes and 22 seconds, and it was
Think about that. 10
nerve-wracking.
minutes.
It was boring at first. You're like, okay, the first 5 minutes, but then you start getting like panicky for him.
Could you hold your breath 1 minute?
I could do a minute, but he started like
Okay, let's try it right here on the podcast.
It's boring.
Right here on the podcast.
Okay, are you going to talk for a minute while I do that?
And then he started convulsing, and
He
then
started
what?
convulsing and just trembling, and I was starting to get nervous. But then he came out, and then he recovered on the stage, and it took him a long time to recover.
He was shivering and stuttering.
He
and
kept shivering,
yeah.
and because his body, didn't he say it was loaded with carbon dioxide?
Carbon dioxide, yeah.
Yeah, just really interesting. So he's not just an illusionist; he's also what do you call
That's
it?
feats of endurance.
Yeah, endurancist.
Yeah, but it was.
I don't know if you call it endurist.
I was blown away. It was a very, very entertaining show.
Yeah, and he's kind of cute, but kind of creepy. He's very creepy.
He did the human aquarium.
Oh, when he burps up the frog, it's so gross.
It's so awesome.
It's so gross.
Oh,
but
gosh.
he's also a really great guy. The next day we found out he went to the children's hospitals and was
Yeah.
doing, illusion, card tricks and stuff for the kids at the hospital. So that was really great. I don't want to ask you how much you pay for those tickets. I don't think that. And then on top of that, you went and bought a T-shirt, which I'm sure wasn't cheap.
They were expensive, but he's right in the middle of this tour. So if you're in another city, just look up David Blaine live and check him out, man.
But the VIP bag isn't worth it.
It was amazing. Yeah, the VIP bag.
You get a deck of cards signed,
a poster.
a poster. What is a grown man going to do with that?
Put it in the garage.
And then you get the bag it comes in.
Yeah.
And this VIP badge, which doesn't get you anything. It even says this does not get you back.
It didn't get us anywhere.
It's like what they give teenage girls at boy band concerts,
Right.
just because it looks cool, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
But here's another tip: if you do go see David Blaine in concert, which he said he might not even get to the end of it because he's doing so many endurance things back to back, and he's not having enough time to recover, is before the show, stay in the lobby area.
He just walks around.
He walks around. He has a security team with him, but he does that to get his energy up because he's so depleted from these shows, being around fans and getting that energy. So I met some people. They were like, I went to the bathroom, and this kid said, I just met David Blaine. Why? How? He's just walking around. So apparently he does that before all of his shows. So there's another tip for you.
Yeah. It was awesome, babe.
I'm glad you got to do it.
It was awesome.
I'm going to be checking that credit card statement, though.
He's a cool guy. I like how he just always has that kind of laid back vibe to him, and he's
But
like,
it's creepy.
Like you said, yeah, when he's drinking that water, he drinks, I swear, before he does the human aquarium, he drinks like 2 gallons of water.
And he gulps it.
And the way he gulps
Ooh.
it, then he stops and kind of just looks and then keeps gulping it.
It's part of his bit.
He's kind of off kilter.
Yeah.
But all magicians are a little off kilter.
Yeah. Have you been practicing any new magic tricks?
I may have a few.
Have you been working on new ones, honestly?
I'm going to have some new material.
Because I know last year your bucket list was to learn 3 new magic tricks. Unbeknownst to me, that was to propose to me.
I learn 3 new ones every year.
Okay. You've been working on 3 new ones?
Yes, I can confirm that I'm working on new material.
When are you going to reveal them?
Well, can you keep a secret?
Oh, that old bit. I'll say yes, and you'll say...
So can I.
All right. So that's an old bit.
So that was fun. But what has not been fun is this ridiculous early summer we've had here in Texas.
Yeah.
And the fighting at Evans Manor over the thermostat. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. But we're going to do something before we talk about that.
What are you going to do?
Well, we're going to talk about how cool and comfortable our bedding is.
Yes.
And why is that, babe?
Because we use the highest quality sheets you can find at an online bedding company. And that online bedding company is brooklinen.com.
You spend a third of your life in bed.
Some of us more than that lately, honey.
Good Lord.
Alan's been grabbing some naps lately. But I don't blame you because you crawl into that bed with these luxury sheets without paying the luxury price because you got to save money somewhere to make up for the David Blaine VIP tickets.
I lay my happy butt down in there in them Brooklinen sheets and I pass out.
I know. And that's the thing. The people, the husband and wife team that started this company, who doesn't love luxury sheets, but the prices are ridiculous. But they figured if they could do it online, you cut out the middleman and all that overhead. And the luxury sheets at department stores are marked up like 300%.
300%.
And with brooklinen.com, you don't pay that exorbitant price. I love that you can mix and match. It's really cool. They have design ideas you can get from their website. So you get that loft kind of feel if you want to do the duvet, maybe in a window pane and maybe a solid color pillowcase and maybe a polka dot sheet. It gives you all these different ideas you can mix and match. You don't have to be just stuck with gray or stuck with cream.
Yeah, and they're the most comfortable, they're the best sheets I've ever slept on, babe. And right now, brooklinen.com has an exclusive offer.
What?
Just for our listeners.
What?
Get $20 off and free shipping when you use the promo code. Oh, we're switching it up here a little bit. Promo code Kelly.
That's me.
Kellie at brooklinen.com. Brooklinen is so confident, babe, that they offer a risk-free 60-night satisfaction guarantee and a lifetime warranty on all of their sheets and comforters. The only way to get that $20 off and free shipping is to use promo code
Kelly, that's me, Kellie.
at brooklinen.com. That's brooklinen.com. Promo code
Kellie.
Brooklinen.
I'm glad we did that before we had too much more margarita, or we might not be spelling Kelly right.
Yeah.
That's a strong margarita, babe.
Well,
Alan and I have been on a bit of a, I don't think we have a problem. But we have been, you know how you go with
You may have a problem if you think you don't have a problem.
You know how you go through phases? So the kids were here over the weekend. We were the swimming pool. Everything's great. We did a cookout. Everything's great. We've really been enjoying the pool. Alan has more than me. Look at him. He's so dark. And I'm still as white as ever.
Whoa. Can you say that?
You're getting dark.
Whoa.
Why is that offensive?
Whoa.
Oh, quit trying to make something offensive. It's not. I use SPF 100 when I do go out in the sun. So it is what it is.
I use SPF Filipino.
But the kids left at 6 o'clock Sunday night. Now it's like, let's go to happy hour. I'm like, on a Sunday night? Okay. And so we did. And we had a lovely time on a patio.
Earls. Yeah, when it cooled down to 92.
It cooled down actually a little bit. We had a cold front come in, and from like the 100+ degree day the day before, it was like in the low 90s. Everybody was sitting on patios because that's what you do. And we had a lovely time Sunday night. Well, guess what?
What?
Monday night, we didn't have the kids. We ended up doing the movie. We went to a movie screening.
Mm-hmm.
And
we went to a happy hour then before the movie screening
because we ran out. We had some errands to run, but we got done way earlier than we thought.
Yeah.
So we went and had another happy hour.
I had an old fashioned. You had a martini.
I've been in a dirty martini kick.
Okay, that was
Monday night. Tuesday
last night.
We went to martini tasting.
We had a
vodka tasting.
Vodka tasting.
And then after we did the vodka tasting, which you find out there is a difference in flavors. The point of vodka, people say it's supposed to be odorless, tasteless, whatever. But the ones we were tasting had taste.
We're going to go into this.
So we had another night of
because we had dinner with friends
afterwards, and we had to put our new vodka skills to the test. So I had to have another dirty martini. This time I ordered it a little
differently.
differently.
I even had a martini, which is unprecedented.
And so now tonight I'm thinking, oh, first night, my daughter's back home. She's upstairs. We just had dinner and everything. And we decided Alan wanted to do this whole margarita theme. I was like, well, why don't you make us margaritas then?
So that's
and
what I did.
Here we are again. And I think we might have a problem.
We don't have a problem.
We don't have a problem.
Nah.
And then tomorrow night, we're going to
Oh, gosh. We're going to a rehearsal
tomorrow
dinner.
night, we're going to a rehearsal dinner for a wedding on Friday. So we'll be drinking at the rehearsal dinner. Friday night, we've got a wedding. We're going to be drinking at the wedding.
You got to be kidding me. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What's Saturday? What about
drinking-
Saturday? We're not doing. We don't have any
Saturday?
plans Saturday. Okay, don't
Trying to think.
don't throw anything on my calendar Saturday.
I don't think we have anything Saturday.
All right. Well,
I'm the social director of Evans Manor.
you are. And speaking of Evans Manor, here's what I wanted to get into, babe. Our house, our new house, it's bigger than our old house.
We had to have a bigger house. We have 4
Yeah.
children,
Now, this house has 3 air conditioning units,
just like my old house.
like
did.
your old house, but this has more square footage to cool.
But just like my old house, and I don't know why this is just the way it was made. The master bedroom is on 1 unit. The rest of the bottom floor is on a 2nd unit, and the upstairs has its own unit. So that's the same way it was in my old house. So it's the same way it is here.
Now, here's what I did. I went to Home Depot, and I bought 5 thermostats, because in this new house, there are 5 thermostats. I replaced all the thermostats because this house had dumb thermostats, and I bought smart thermostats, which means they can connect to your Wi-Fi.
Right.
And then you have a little app on your phone, and no matter where you are, you can adjust the temperature of the thermostats.
It's funny how you haven't given me that app.
Yeah. So there has been a big debate between Kelly and I at what the proper temperature of a room should be set at. Now, there are a lot of different rooms in this house.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them we go into rarely.
Right.
Especially if the kids are gone.
Right.
Like Brooke, Cole, and Dylan's room. They have their own thermostat.
Right.
That one can probably we can leave that on 78 or 82. Doesn't matter.
82?
Nobody up there. There's nobody up there.
82 is too hot.
There's nobody up there.
That's just too hot even for an empty room.
Okay.
Right?
So, no.
What if I happen to go in there to have to take laundry or something? I'm going to walk into an oven. I might pass out.
Well, you better do it quick. Now, what should the proper temperature be for 2 adults, like in our bedroom? What should that be set at?
When we sleep at night, I have been setting it on a very reasonable 70. And
70.
we have the ceiling fan going. Now, if I could go colder, I could go 69, maybe even 68.
That blows me away.
It's better. There have been studies done that you sleep better in a colder room with more covers. There have been studies done on this.
Now,
And no matter what, I go to bed, I'm cold at first when I get in the sheets. Guess what happens in the morning? I'm hot. When I wake up, I'm hot. Something about your body, I don't know what happens. I guess the sheets act like a little, oven tent or whatever you call it, like saran wrap or something. And I'm hot in the morning when I wake up.
when I was growing up, my family, my dad, he always set the thermostat at 78. Even in the summer, he set it at 78. So I
here's the
grew
thing.
I grew up thinking 78 was pretty cool.
Because your body gets used to it. I
Yeah.
know my brother and sister-in-law, to save money, they set their thermometer in their house higher, like 78. I would go over there and sitting in that, I would get so sleepy I could hardly hold my eyes open. It's just that warmth oven. And when they come to my house, and during the day, I think 73 is very reasonable, sometimes 72, depending on if I'm moving around. 72, 73, that's not unreasonable. My sister-in-law's freezing. She always has to come over and borrow a sweater or a jacket because that's your body gets used to it, right?
Yeah.
So my point was, if you want me to get used to a warmer temperature, can you gradually build up to it? I mean, I walk out and it's like, boom, you get hit in the face with heat. It's 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And so 78 would feel cool to a person who it's like putting a frog in a pot of water. If you put the pot in a room temperature water and turn on the heat, it gradually gets hot. The frog doesn't jump out.
What's a frog?
Anyway, so I'm just saying, don't put me in a boiling room. Let me gradually get used to it.
The reason I like these thermostats, though, is because when we're not home, you can bump up the temperature.
Well, I can't.
Well, I can.
You won't give me the app.
Well, I'm regulating the temperature and saving us money.
Well, can I regulate it when maybe like I'm on the way home and I want the house to be cool by the time I walk in?
I did that for you before you came home today.
Thank
I
you.
did that for you and Emma Kelly.
Well, what if you don't remember?
I'll remember.
But the other thing we fight about, in addition to, I was like, have you even gotten an electric bill for the house yet? I don't even know.
Yeah, we have.
And
it was twice as much as any electric bill I ever saw at the other house.
Well, you didn't see the electric bills at the other house.
Yeah, I
was
did.
paying.
No,
and they
I
were
saw
not
them.
that bad. How bad was it?
The
It was
one
not
here?
twice as much. In the other house, we were living there in the winter, and we barely ran the heat.
Was there
So
in the
now we're
summer? We
turning on
got
the-
married in July of last year.
That's true. Anyway, the car is what we fight over a lot too, because Alan has this
Good
cockamamie.
grief. No,
it
it's
is
not
ridiculous. You have a
cockamamie.
cockamamie, but you know what? It doesn't matter if we're in his car or in my car. Guess who wins? Alan. He won't let me. I said, you know what? In my car, I should have my way, and in your car, you should have your way. I think that's fair. But here's the
Guys,
tell him what you do, and then I'll tell him what I do.
This is not that difficult.
It is. It's ridiculous.
The only thing I do in my car, which I think is very reasonable, is I push the auto button, and then I push the cold down to the temperature I want it to be. And when it's super hot in the summer, I have to crank it all the way down to low, and it's blowing cold air trying to cool the car down.
It blows so hard.
Yeah, because it's like
hurts.
140 in the car. So it's going to keep blowing until it gets the temperature down in the car.
And so what I have to do on my side of the car is to get the blowing down. I either have to shut the vents almost off because it's like I'm in a wind tunnel
Wind tunnel.
where my cheeks are flying by.
Wind tunnel.
That I have to adjust the temperature up to about 78 in the car because that's the only way the wind will stop blowing that hard in my face. So in my car, what I do is I cut it on the coldest temperature, but I cut the speed down to the lowest setting. What is wrong with that? So he's like, but if you leave it on auto, it gets to a certain temperature. So what does he do? He sits there and fidgets with the temperature, making it go up and down to get it to slow down. When I just put it on the coldest temperature and leave it on the lowest wind
the
setting.
only time
and
I-
it is fine. I just don't touch it.
The only time I start fidgeting with it is when you start fidgeting with the temperature on your side.
Because I'm trying to get the wind out of my face. So that's what we fight. But guess what? In my car, I just think in my car, I should be allowed to do it the way I want to.
Sure, I agree.
But you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
So one thing I've learned, because I posted some of this online too, is that men and women, usually there's a difference in the temperature that they think is comfortable.
Right.
I think most men and women have this issue but have this thing that we have. So I don't know what to do about it.
I just told you what I want to do about it. I want access to the app for the house.
I don't know how to set it
If
up.
you're going to insist on raising the temperature in the house, do it in gradual increments so my body can adjust. And when we're in my car, I control the wind speed. And when we're in your car, you control it.
Okay.
Is that an agreement?
Sounds like a good plan.
Are you going to agree to it?
I'll get my best people on that.
So no.
Love you so good.
I
Yeah,
love you
we'll do
too,
that.
but that's not fair.
Love it. We'll do that for you.
All right, thank you.
We'll do that for you.
I'm going to tell him next week if you don't keep it. If you don't
that
keep
for
that
you, 'cause
promise.
I love you so good.
I love you too.
All right, babe. You brought some good show content
I tried to.
to the show. What do you got here?
I tried to.
This
but
is
the
this
last-
is travel season.
But it was a mess because I had it in my computer, and then today I tried to transfer everything to another computer, and at the last minute I didn't have it. So I really scrambled at the last minute to get these tips for you. So it's not quite as thorough as it would have been. But they're still good tips, I think, for traveling. So one of the first ones that caught my eye is when you're packing, okay? So it was just giving you little hacks for when you're packing. Now, one of the best things I was taught years ago, this was not my idea, but I saw somebody doing on one of these like Good Morning Something shows where you roll your clothes instead of folding them and putting them in the suitcase.
I've heard of that. Yep.
It does. It's incredible how much room it saves in the suitcase. You could take a good twice as many clothes, and it also cuts down on the wrinkling if you roll them correctly. So rolling your clothes, you can look up, if you don't have any idea how to do that, there's YouTube videos demonstrating it. But I've been rolling my clothes for years now, and it makes a huge difference in packing.
Now I'm finding that Kelly's rolling our dish towels and rolling
Doesn't it make a difference?
Our pool towels.
What difference
She's
does it make?
rolling everything.
But tell them what a difference it makes in
rolling
getting them all.
rolling my socks.
I roll our dish towels and put them in a drawer because it was too difficult to get them underneath the sink. And by rolling them, I can get more in the drawer. and just kind of roll them behind each other. I'll take a picture and show people if you think it's interesting. I don't know. So rolling your clothes. Now here's for packing tips. If you have like an old contact lens case and you're just traveling like for overnight, you just need a little bit of something. You don't want to pack, especially when you're traveling and trying to do a travel on bag and none of your stuff is the right ounces. In those little contact lens cases, you can put a dollop of your moisturizer. You can put a dollop of your foundation in those contact lens cases, and it's just enough to get you through if you're in a day or two.
How much is
travel
a
trip.
dollop?
Enough to fill the contact lens case.
But how much is a dollop?
A squirt. Okay, another thing. Now this site recommended storing your shoes, because imagine your shoes. I mean, you're storing them next to your clean clothes. Your shoes walk around on the grass and the pavement, and dogs and stuff pee on it and stuff, and they're filthy.
Like your purse does, which you like to set on our counters and our kitchen table.
I've stopped doing that because you told me.
Okay.
Have you not noticed that I've stopped doing that?
No, I've not noticed that.
It's in the kitchen. It's on the kitchen chair now instead of on the kitchen table.
Okay.
I've stopped doing that since you pointed that out to me.
Okay.
But this website suggested putting your dirty shoes inside of shower caps, which is fine. But I just put them inside of those plastic grocery bags from the grocery store.
Yeah.
When I pack.
That's a good one.
Just remember, your shoes are filthy, and you're putting them next to your clean underwear and stuff, and that's just, bleh.
Now, what do you do if you're a big man like me and you wear size 12 and a half?
You can put one shoe in one bag, and then another shoe in another bag.
Because I have really big feet.
Yeah, babe. I'm trying to help you with an intelligent answer.
A travel
put
hack.
One shoe in one bag, or if you have daintier size 9 feet like I do, you put both shoes
You
in
have
one bag.
the female equivalent of the male 12 and a half.
Well, 9's not embarrassed. I'm
No,
not
it's
embarrassed.
not.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Another thing, they said you can keep, like, if you have a lot of little cords, like your phone charger and things like that, earbuds, you can go. I go to these travel stores, and they have these expensive travel cases for wrapping these cords in, right?
Yeah, I've seen those.
You can go to the Dollar Tree or whatever and get one of those hard sunglass cases, and you can wrap up everything and just stick them in the sunglass cases. They showed me a picture of it. You can see online. You don't have to buy these expensive travel accessories. You can just get like a hard case, and it keeps them. You just coil them up and put them inside the hard case.
They don't get all tangled up in there?
No, not if you wrap them.
Okay.
Coil them and put them in the hard sunglasses case.
That's a good one.
Another thing, if you do you get Tic Tacs still? Does anybody still get Tic Tacs? There's a couple uses you can have for traveling with empty Tic Tac boxes. You can use them for bobby pins. And I know that used to sound like an old lady thing, but so many people are doing these updos and twists and messy buns, and you need bobby pins. You can put them in the Tic Tac box, and you can just shake them out like a little dispenser. So that was a cool hack I saw. And also, instead of buying toothbrush covers, which I usually just wrap my toothbrush in toilet paper, to be honest, because, I don't care. You can stick it in the Tic Tac box as a toothpaste cover.
That's good, too.
Yeah, right?
Those are some good ones.
Another one was you can store your, those 7-day of the week pill cases that we have where you take your vitamins every day, Monday through Sunday. You can store jewelry in there, like necklaces in each one of them. And it keeps them from getting tangled up and mismatched. So you can put earrings in one, necklaces in another. Instead of buying, they have these expensive, jewelry things that you pack, and they're so nice.
You don't need that.
Again, you can go to the dollar store and get a 99-cent or $1, whatever, pill case, and you can put something in each one: a necklace, ring, earrings. I thought that was cool.
Just don't take them with your vitamins.
Right. As far as your luggage, once you get to the airport, one of the worst things is you get off the plane, you're tired from traveling, you just want to get your suitcase and get in the cab or whatever and get to where you're going. This website I found said this is a little hack, and it may or may not work. I haven't tried it. I just found this. They said if you want to make sure your luggage has a better chance of being first off the luggage carousel, the first one down, that you label it fragile. And you can ask for it. Don't just write it in Sharpie or whatever. You can ask the ticket agent when you're checking your luggage, could I please have a fragile sticker because I have some items in here I want to make sure they're handled safely. So you slap that on there, and they said, according to this website, things marked fragile are typically loaded last onto the plane, which means they're typically taken off first. And that means you'll have a better chance of it coming off the luggage carousel first.
Interesting.
I have not tried it. I do not know if that works or not.
Have you seen these different companies that will print a selfie of you on like socks and boxers? And
Yes.
Have you seen that? I saw this lady online who printed a freaking rolling bag with her face on it. So she knew
Smart.
when it came off the carousel. Exactly. I mean, you didn't need a ribbon on that one because you knew that was hers.
That's cute.
Isn't that funny that she did that? It was like a meme or something.
I had a couple more packing things. Oh, crap. I turned my paper over and a couple more packing. I thought this was really interesting. When I do take a checked bag and I carry the full-size lotions and shampoos and stuff that you need, I usually just put them all in a big gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and sometimes the stuff explodes and gets on each other, but at least it's not getting on my clothes. Well, this site said just take saran wrap and wrap it around your shampoo or whatever. It has a pop top, and then put tape on it to secure it, and that's another way of keeping it, from exploding on your clothes.
Okay.
Let's see what else was. Have you ever gotten somewhere? I have, traveling a lot, where you have compact blush or compact powder, compact eyeshadow, whatever you get to where you're going, and it's shattered, it's crumbled, and you've just got dust. I know you don't know about this, but that happens a lot when you're traveling. They said and with me, like with compacts and stuff, they'll come with little brushes that I never use. I just throw them away, or the cotton pad that comes in the compact powder, I throw those away because I don't use them. They said if you get those cosmetic rounds, those cotton round pads that you used to like take off your makeup,
Yep.
and just put that in the compact. They even demonstrated, they dropped it, one without it, the powder went everywhere. They dropped one with the cotton pad in it, and it didn't shatter. So there you go. That can save you a lot of money.
Good one.
Hotels.com also had some tips for getting good deals on hotel rooms if you're traveling.
Let's hear them.
Now, I know a lot of people are traveling for this summer, but they said if you have a dream location you've always been wanting to go, and it doesn't matter when you go, like you don't have to go during the summer. They said the absolute best time to get deals on hotel rooms is the month of January. It's right after all the holiday travel and right before people start gearing up for spring break and whatever. So I'm thinking January, probably into February too. They say you can probably get the best deals on hotels during those months. So that's a good time for travel. They also said if you're traveling to a major city, try to book rooms, especially if you're traveling on the weekends, you're just doing a weekend getaway, just try to stay in the business district. Because business people, when they travel to the big city for business, when do they do their work? Monday through Friday. And they check out and they go home to their families on the weekends. So those business district hotels on the weekends have really great deals on rooms because they're just going to sit there empty.
Because they're empty.
Isn't that a great idea?
It's a good one.
So look for rooms in the business district if you're staying on the weekends.
Okay.
Also, they said you should book at the last possible minute because then you have a little bit more negotiating power, I guess. Hotels.com now allows you to book up to 5 a.m., as late as 5 a.m. if you're planning on staying that night. So you talk about last minute. That's the last possible minute with Hotels.com. They said they can let you book up to 5 a.m. in some rooms.
That'll get you a better deal?
Because you can negotiate, like it's a room that's going to sit empty if you don't book it, right?
Oh.
Sometimes you have that. Also, they suggest asking for a corner room because they're usually bigger. It doesn't necessarily save you money, but if you want more space, ask for a corner room. It's typically bigger. And to always ask about food special deals, on-site restaurant promotions, because, not all the time they'll offer up that information, but there might be happy hour specials, with nibbles and stuff that you can get. And maybe if you're not that hungry at the end of the day because you ate a big lunch, you can just stop and get some cocktail weenies or something at the bar. That'd be free. Or the continental breakfast and stuff.
That's a lot of information. Are you going to post this somewhere where we can find this?
I can.
Yeah, I think you should.
Did you think it was useful information?
It's very useful information, but there's just a lot. So I think we need to post that.
Did you lose interest?
No, I didn't lose interest. I was with you.
Why did you have your head pressed into your microphone?
Because I've had a margarita.
Okay. So it wasn't because you were bored by me.
No.
Because that's the impression I got, but I plowed through.
No, babe.
Okay.
I've had a gigantic...
So you tell your story, and I'm going to sit there with my head resting on my microphone.
I don't have a story to
and
tell.
See how enthused you are to tell your story.
Well, I'm real enthused. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm going to talk about Omaha steaks. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to do that, and
Take a
then
sip of my margarita.
and then
before
we're
we get
going
to
to do. Then we're going to do Ask Allen and Kelly.
Well, Omaha Steaks, we are big fans. We discovered, we've always known the name Omaha Steaks, but we just really started enjoying them as a couple last year because they deliver all this really great meat right to your door. I'll be honest, I don't know how to pick out a steak when I go to the grocery store. I don't know anything about it. I go to the butcher, I'm like, I don't know. The Omaha Steak sends you the highest quality meats.
Well, you better figure this out because Father's Day is right around the corner.
Well, that's what I'm saying. With Father's Day coming up, what do men love to do? The majority of the men, they love to grill out, right? And eat meat. Well, Omaha Steaks and their high quality, not just meat, they have fixins too, sides and desserts, everything your dad needs to have just a massive holiday spread for Father's Day. You can get with this very special Omaha Steaks package they've put together just for our listeners. You want to tell them what's in it?
Let's hear it, babe.
Well, you've got it.
Well, no, I don't.
Yeah, you do. I gave it to you.
Well,
there.
I don't have it, but
There
here
you
it
go.
is because I love reading this. This makes my mouth water every time I read this. Okay, here's the
Here's the Father's Day package.
Here's the Father's Day package. 2 tender filet mignons, 2 beefy top sirloins, 4 chicken fried steaks, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 all beef Omaha steak burgers, 4 jumbo franks, 12 ounces of all beef meatballs, 1 pound of steakhouse fries, 4 caramel apple tartlets,
for dessert.
1 Omaha steak seasoning packet, plus you get 4 more grill-ready Omaha steak burgers free with purchase, babe.
And you're not going to believe how much Omaha Steaks is offering all that in this Father's Day package.
This is really unbelievable.
It's limited time, and Father's Day is a minute away, so you need to order this now. It is just $49.99.
You're not going to find a better Father's Day gift for $50.
That is, what, 78% off?
That's ridiculous.
Is that what? Yes, it's 78% off. Do the math.
How are they making money doing this?
I don't know. I think what they're hoping is you'll discover how great Omaha Steaks is, and that you'll just keep going back because it's a great gift year-round, not just for Father's Day.
You will.
But the only way to get this particular Father's Day package for $49.99, a 78% savings, is to go to omahasteaks.com. And there's going to be a search bar at the top of the homepage, and just type in my name, Kelly. We're keeping it easy this week. The code is the same as the last offer, Kelly, Kellie. And that's when this $49.99 Father's Day special will pop up. It's that easy. But you can't wait because this is only for Father's Day. And Father's Day is going to come and go, and you're going to miss out on it. So go to omahasteaks.com, type in Kelly in the search bar at the top of the homepage, and grab your dad this fabulous gift, and you know what? Grill it for him for Father's Day.
Omaha Steaks.
Let him sit back and enjoy it. Thank you, Omaha Steaks.
Love Omaha Steaks. I hope I get one.
You'll get one. We've actually been eating ours. It's really good.
They really are. Okay, babe. We do a little bit every once in a while called Ask Allen Anything. Mm-hmm. It's really Ask Us Anything. I don't know. I think we throw me a bone, so I feel like I'm included here. Should I be concerned that none of the promo codes are Allen?
Yes.
Babe!
You're being phased out.
No! Then it would just be a sandwich.
But it'd be my sandwich.
Or it would just be some Lovin.
I'll take it. No, it's fine. I want to do it with you, honey. I'm sorry. Do you want me to change the code to you?
No, it's fine.
It's Kelly for now if you want the deal.
I'm
sorry, honey.
I was just kidding.
But yeah, you can ask. We can change it to Ask Us Anything.
Yeah, well, it's fine. Okay, so here's one for you. So it's Ask Kelly. Ask Kelly anything. Dear Kelly. Hey, Kelly.
Hey.
Well, some of these, I don't know if I'm supposed to say the name or not.
Well, then don't. Just don't.
Okay.
Err on the side of don't.
Okay, well, we're going to call this woman Maud.
Oh, Maud. That's an old school name.
Hey, Kelly. I just want to start by saying I am no way think... Okay, little typo here. She wants to start by saying she doesn't think you need to lose any weight. I guess you've been talking about this on the Kid Craddock Morning Show, nationally syndicated.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not, complaining about it. It's just a fact. I lost weight for our wedding. I had to, let me just real quickly, because I don't want people to think I'm talking bad about myself. I've got a daughter, and I don't want her to have that idea. But I had to lose weight for my wedding dress. I bought it off the rack. I didn't have time to order one, and I had to fit in that dress. So I lost around 20-ish pounds to fit in it. So as soon, of course, I lose the weight, and you think in the moment, oh, I'm never gaining this weight back. This weight's gone. I'm going to go. And I went out and bought some really cute things. Well, guess what? I gained all that weight back. So I'm back where I was. but I did it in less than a year. So it's kind of like, whoa. Quit looking like you're bored when I'm talking.
Get to the point, babe. What's the point?
My point is I've gained the 20-something pounds back, and I would like to get it back off so I can wear those cute things.
Okay. You want me to get back to her question?
Yeah, but I was giving the aside explanation.
Okay. She says, I in no way think you need to lose weight. I think you are gorgeous, perfect the way you are. That's what I think, too.
Well, thank you.
Let's see.
For my
I'm
arms.
relating to you in the fact that I have gained about 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Except she has gained 20 pounds. Except my wedding is in 3.5 months.
Uh-oh.
So instead of losing weight, I've gained.
Stress eating.
The stress is worn on me with the planning and also my stressful job in the medical field, but my real problem is I am so self-conscious. This weight gain has led to a deep depression, and that's led to more weight gain. When I listen to you talk about your weight, I'm inspired by your confidence. You are still happy with your body and don't seem to beat yourself up for not being able to fit in your cute clothes anymore.
Well.
Please teach me your ways. I want to be happy with my body again. Also, side note, my fiance claims I am perfect the way I am and I don't need to change. But I am just so disappointed in the way I look. Aww. How do I stop being so self-critical, and how do I break the cycle? Love you guys. Thanks so much for always being authentic and real on the podcast.
Well, that just comes, I think, with age, because I've beaten myself. I look back on the years from high school on where I just beat myself up for all my flaws. And why couldn't I be skinny like this person? Why couldn't I wear what that person wore? And I just wasted so much energy feeling bad about myself. And then I look back at pictures of myself from when I thought I was so fat, and I'm like, dang, I had a cute little figure then. What was wrong with me? So like I said, now I would love to get back in those cute clothes in my closet, but you know what? I got a lot of cute things I can wear at this size too. And the thing is, thank goodness you have a supportive fiance. Like I have a supportive husband who loves to grab my squishy butt. That's his favorite thing in the world to do. And used to be, and I think a lot of men, if they're listening to this podcast, will say...
We have men that listen.
That the least sexy thing a woman can do is put herself down. A sexy woman, a confident woman is sexy. So I used to have a very bad habit, especially when I was younger. If I was dating someone and his hand would dare go near my stomach, reflex, out of my mouth, don't touch my stomach. And that kills the moment. It kills. So if you can just manage to keep your mouth shut and understand that man wants to love on every little squishy part of you and still thinks you're sexy, and that's his squish and gush he gets to grab on. That's what I try to remind myself. I've had more confidence, I think, because Alan, you should have confidence within yourself, but Alan actually pushed me more towards it. Like I would have never worn a bikini in public before you. That was a big milestone for me.
You look very nice in bikinis.
I'm back to where I was.
Well, you look very nice in bikinis.
Thank you, honey.
You ran down the beach in a bikini.
I did.
And you're very creamy.
But I'm back to where I was before. I just had to lose weight to fit in that gown because I had no other option. So that was when you have a goal in mind like that, it's amazing where you find your willpower. But the minute I said I do, I just like, that was it. I got in that dress. That's check mark. And I started eating again. So I'm not always thrilled with the way I look in certain things. I'll go to the dressing room and I'll be like, this doesn't look right. My arms look kind of fleshy and stuff. But you can dress to camouflage your flaws and to play up your sexy parts,
Yeah.
Like tell them how my bosom was looking last night. I'm telling you what,
Kelly
I was having a good day last night.
Kelly came out of the back room. I was
feeling myself.
I was just standing in the kitchen. She goes, "What do you think about this? Is this too busty?" And I looked over, and it was like, whoa.
I had this tank top
Mama.
Right? I had this tank top that's been sitting in my closet for I don't know how long. Things get shoved in the back and you forget about it.
It was like, bounce with me, bounce with me.
I was so boobalicious.
Bounce with me.
That I was a little bit, I had to get past that insecurity. I'm like, I see girls show more than that, and I look good in this top.
I thought you looked great.
I was feeling myself, and my boobs were not hanging out. I wouldn't say
they weren't falling out, but
it was way more cleavage than I normally show.
But it wasn't a lot of cleavage.
I even took a picture of my cleavage and sent it to a couple of my girlfriends.
No.
What?
You had me take a picture of your cleavage.
Oh yeah, that's right. I said, baby, take a picture.
So I've got a picture of Kelly's cleavage on my phone.
Take a picture of me and send it to me so I can send it to my girlfriend so I can see how great I look. I did.
I hope I'm not thumbing through that with Pastor Sam someday.
Why would you be?
I don't know. Maybe I'm
that?
trying to show him a picture of my kids or something.
But did you find that sexy that I was feeling myself and I was that confident? Or was
Yeah.
You did?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
Sure. I mean, I like seeing boobies as much as the next guy. All right. Here is another question. Ask Alan. Ask Alan anything.
I've changed it to us.
Hi, Alan. Love you and Kelly's podcast. Listen every week. I emailed Kelly as well. She did. It's pretty much the same question, but I'm just reading my version.
Okay.
My question is this. I just downloaded Bumble, inspired by you two. We met on Bumble. Mm-hmm. If you didn't know that, Kelly and I met on Bumble.
Know that.
I haven't set up a profile yet. Just my photo from Facebook is there. I've been able to swipe around for some reason. I haven't signed or paid yet.
It's free.
Yeah, I think it's free. I'm hesitant after reading what men are posting on their bio. I have seen cheesy, suggestive, even passive-aggressive ones, as well as well-written ones. It makes me wonder what you and Kelly had written on your bio. I know you've touched on this. My other question is, once you're dating people, what words did you use if you meet and you can tell it's one and done? I am kind, empathetic person. I find it hard to let people down. Just need some verbiage. Perhaps you can discuss it in one of your future podcasts. I will be listening. I'm feeling like it is a lot of pressure. I'm a slow mover who seems to attract too much too soon.
She wants to know the verbiage to let somebody down if she's not interested.
Well, that and her first question was, what verbiage did we use on our profile? Mine was short and sweet.
Mine was fairly short.
Yeah, mine was, I remember what yours was, but I can't really remember what mine was, but I remember it was something like, I'm looking for eventually a real relationship. It doesn't have to happen like right off the bat, but that's my goal. I think that was kind of what I was trying to say. I don't know what my exact phrasing was, but do you remember? That's kind of what I said.
I don't remember yours.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
You know.
I remember mine was like, I have a really great, I have an exciting career, and I get to. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something to that effect. Like, I have a really exciting career, and I get to do a lot of really cool things. I'm just looking for someone to share the fun stuff with. Wasn't it something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. It was just really short and sweet, but I don't think I said I'm looking for love or romance. It was just like, I think when men are on, or women too, you're looking for something a little bit less. Some people are just like, I just want to get married, and it's like so heavy, and there's so much with that. If you just can exude this idea that, hey, I'm just a lot of fun. I made sure I picked my very first picture. The one that popped up was a picture that had kind of like some energy to it, some movement. So it was like, I remember I think my first picture was me on the boat with my two girlfriends, but you put you in your first shot. So I edited them out, but it's me, like the wind's kind of blowing my hair. I'm kind of laughing, and it was just a really good picture. So I put that because it had energy to it. And I was hoping that if somebody saw energy in that first photo, they would swipe on the rest of them. And about 3-4 pictures in, I put my daughter, because I wanted people to know, and I don't want to blindside them. Hey, I'm a mom too. Oh, I did say that. I said I did say that.
You said you were an awesome mom?
I said I'm an awesome mom. That's what I said now. I said I have an awesome daughter, and I'm just looking for someone to share my life, fun stuff, to do fun stuff with, or something like that.
We've talked about this in other podcasts, but I think I'd boil it down into 2 tips. One is post pictures that put out the energy that you want to attract. I mean, if you put a bunch of pictures of you in bikinis out there, you're going to attract a lot of guys who want to hang out with girls in bikinis.
Yeah.
And then number 2,
there's nothing wrong with
that if that's what you want. Yeah.
If you look great in a bikini, I get it. But I think women think the only way they're going to attract a man is if they show that part of themselves. There was not one sexy picture of me, I don't think.
No, there wasn't.
I thought there were good.
There were good pictures.
Good pictures of me. I wanted to put my best self forward,
right?
And I also made sure there were very recent pictures.
Well, let me retract what I just said. You had pictures on there that were sexy to me, even though you weren't dressed in a bathing suit.
Right.
You had one of you in all black, and your hair was flowing and chestnut, and you look really just kind of really swank in this nice club. It was that picture of you and
Leah, my cousin
with Leah, your cousin Leah.
I had been crimping my hair at the
it was wavy. It was wavy.
Not crimping it, that big barrel thing. I just learned how to do it. I ended up destroying my hair, so I don't do it anymore. But Alan loved that picture, and I just dyed my hair really dark red. I remember that picture. That was a good picture. But you put your best pictures out there with good energy. I mean, I get it. A lot of, like Al on the Kid Craddock Morning Show,
my man
said he keeps coming across women. They all post pictures of them holding fish, like they're fishing. And I get it. You want to show that you can hang with the boys. If that's you, that's great. Don't make that your profile picture of you holding a fish. I just don't think that's the first picture. Make sure it's a good energy shot. Don't post pictures of you with your better looking friends. I'm telling you, don't do that, because
that would be like my first picture being me doing magic.
Well, you just don't do that, because then suddenly they're like, well, she's cute, but who's her friend? And that kind of ruins it. You want it to be about you.
And then I never got to say my second tip. Mm-hmm. My second tip was just keep the description short.
Yeah.
I mean, you really don't need a long description. To answer your question, I would write exactly what it is you're looking for on online dating, but brief. Yeah. Are you looking to just hang out and have a coffee with a guy? Are you looking to just hang out and have some drinks? Because a guy that reads that means something to a guy that reads that. Or are you wanting to date and then see where it goes, with your ultimate goal being a serious monogamous relationship? Because that's a whole different story, right?
Yeah.
So be brief in that description.
I would love to get to meet some interesting people, but I'm also looking for a long-term relationship. Yeah. That kind of I think that's kind of, and not flat and bland, but I don't know.
But not to stereotype guys, but they don't read. Dudes don't read. I mean, they're looking at the pictures. They may read a couple of words that are in the profile, but they're looking at those pictures.
Yeah.
So
be classy.
If that's what if that's the kind of guy you want, yeah.
And you can be beautiful, but just present the best version of yourself and make sure they're recent pictures. I purposely I had a 1-year limit for my photos, and I just think that's you're doing yourself a disservice if you post something from when you were in high school. And boy, you looked cute in high school, didn't you? But that's not the way you look now. So you need to be honest, because there is a person out there. I don't care, what your body type is. Somebody is going to find you so attractive, and that's exactly what they're looking for, and that's the package. So don't lie in your profile, in your pictures. And then as far as letting people down, I didn't really have to do that necessarily. It just kind of would fizzle naturally. Like I would just maybe not return a phone call as quickly as or a text message as quickly, and then they kind of get the idea. I'm not really good at saying, hey, I'm not interested.
I was telling Kelly this the other day. I had a lot of experience with women doing that to me, though.
See, and
I was telling Kelly, I had one who just stood me up, just never showed up.
That's awful.
I remember another, and I could tell we just weren't connecting on this date, and it was a first date. We just weren't connecting.
Was she pretty?
Yeah, she was very pretty.
Where'd you go?
I can't remember.
Sushi?
But when I knew she was totally out and I knew this was going to be a one and done, I started doing magic. And then she got really put out.
Well, you did that with me on our third date.
That was our third date when I knew that,
I was in.
Well, not that you were in totally.
You were testing me to see if I'd stay?
Yeah, I was testing to see how far you would be in. But I remember her just saying, tonight's just not been very much fun.
She said that?
Yeah. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm having a great time.
You were being a jerk, weren't you, on purpose?
I was.
See, when Alan turns on his jerk faucet, there's no shutting it off.
No, there's really not. And then there was another, and I've told this story on the podcast too, who we were cruising along for 3 months. And she even had her little bag of stuff at my place. And
you be honest, she showed up with that bag of stuff on what date?
And
what date did she show up with her bag of stuff?
It was early in.
It was like date number 2.
And
Alan was like, okay.
So I thought things were going well. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she just was gone. Just was gone. So
he had that bag of crap at his house. It was underneath his sink, and it was old nasty costume jewelry. And Alan's like, I bet it's worth something on eBay or something. I was like, this stuff is junk. Why do you have it? It's bad energy. Get rid of it. I'm going to see if my daughter Brooke wants it. Gross. She don't want no hooker jewelry. It was so bad.
Okay, wait a minute. Whoa.
It was disgusting.
Can we rewind the podcast about 1 minute and go back to something you just said? When Alan turns on the jerk faucet, he can't shut it off.
Why do you say it?
What does that mean?
Because when you try to be obnoxious, when you do it on purpose,
yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. You know that.
Babe, when do I do that? When do I do that?
You just said you did it with that girl.
Oh, yeah, I did.
What are you acting? You know you do it.
I don't do it to you, though. Babe.
Sometimes you try to be annoying on purpose.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah, but get rid of the hooker stuff. That was weird. Have you ever heard from her again?
No.
That stuff went in the garbage.
No.
When we were packing up to move to Raspberry Manor, because we were getting married and we were starting to move your stuff over, that stuff went in the trash.
I swear I could have sold that stuff for hundreds
of
dollars.
Plastic and crap.
Some of that was brand name. Some of that was Kate Spade.
It was not.
Hey, some of
You're
that was
lying.
Kate Spade.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it most certainly was.
Not.
It most certainly was.
You were having a false memory. And I know you're thinking that because it's very sad, that Kate Spade took her life, but it was not. There's no Kate Spade in there.
Okay.
I'm telling you,
remember.
I would have let you get money for that.
I remember.
No Kate. There was not. You're having a false memory.
It was Kate.
Okay.
It was Kate Spade. Kate Spade. Okay, babe.
Knockoff.
It was Kate Spade. Well,
Schmade.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Cat.
It's all right.
Cat Spindle.
We're really sad to hear about Kate Spade. I'm so sad to hear about that.
That's just awful.
It is awful.
She was married 24 years, had a daughter.
13-year-old daughter. And, by the time you hear this podcast, even more information is going to come out. But her sister immediately started speaking to the press and was saying that her sister Kate had suffered with bipolar, manic depression, blah, 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 and all this.
Yeah, but wasn't she estranged from the family?
Well,
and she
this
had
is what's
bitter,
come to find
sour
out.
grapes.
She said, I tried to get her help, and, I would tell her that, it's okay, you can get help. And at the last minute, she would chicken out because she was afraid people would find out. The sister said that she became obsessed with Robin Williams' suicide.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But then Andy Spade, her now widower, came out and said, everything you've heard is not true, that Kate was seeking help, that she's been in therapy, and that they were not even legally separated, that he had moved out, I think he said 10 months ago. I don't have the article in front of me now, but nobody had filed for divorce. So I don't know, but
wow.
It's just a shame. And he's devastated that the suicide note was leaked by someone, which is awful. Awful. It's just an awful situation all the way around. So mental health, we've got to address it in this country. We've got to do something. It shouldn't be embarrassing for people to say, hey, I need help. I'm not in a good place. I need help. So anyway, that's what I hope, if anything positive can come out of this, it'd be like, get help if you need it.
I agree, babe.
Yeah.
And we don't want to end on that note.
No.
So I think what we're going to do, babe, we're going to do
shift gears.
We're going to do a little bit of an audible here because we don't want to keep our wonderful listeners all night.
Well, or we could.
Because they have things.
If you make me another margarita,
they have things to do. Well, you know what? What I'm going to do now is share our margarita recipe.
Now, is this the one you made tonight, not the frozen margarita that you did?
You can do it either way. You can make it frozen or on the rocks.
Okay. And this is now the one you did tonight was by hand, but you can use this in our Margaritaville margarita maker that we got as a wedding present.
Yeah.
From Jody and Jeff.
And from Jody and Jeff, our old neighbors. And man, that was a great gift. So I will, I'll post this online too, just in case you don't catch it or you're driving or you can't take notes or whatever. But here's what I did. I used 4 ounces of tequila.
Or is that split between
This
two?
makes 3 drinks. This made 2 big drinks, or it makes 3 regular sized margaritas. Okay, so I used 4 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of triple sec, 2 ounces of lime juice, 2 ounces of OJ, the juice, and 4 ounces of your favorite margarita mix. I used Mr. and Mrs. T's. And then I also squeezed some fresh lime juice from a lime. I garnished the glasses with a lime. So I mixed all
and
that
pretty reddish pink
red salt. Yeah.
It tastes just like regular salt. It's just colorful because it's just really pretty.
Yeah. So I mixed all that together, put ice in 2 glasses, and mixed the mix together and poured them in the glasses.
Easy.
Garnished it with a lime, and there you go. You could also use a blender and grind up your ice and then do frozen margaritas just by mixing that mix.
Or you
and
could
the ice
register
together.
for Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville margarita machine on your wedding registry.
Yeah. So that's all I did. It was super easy, and these are the margaritas that caused Big Russ Lowe to do a belly flop in our pool.
Yes.
Because he had a few of these.
And I think it's still posted on my Instagram if you want to go see it.
If you want to see what a polar bear looks like when it jumps into the water at the New York City Zoo.
Instagram.com/Kellie Raspberry.
Kellie Raspberry.
Just
At
scroll
Kellie
back
Raspberry.
Scroll back a few pictures. You'll see that.
All right, babe. Here's what we're going to do now.
We've practiced this. None.
Don't tell them what it is yet.
I was
Here, hold
making
this.
supper. I was cutting raw chicken. I said, you just sing it and I'll listen and I'll get it. So I haven't practiced this at all.
So we're going to do a little picking and grinning. This is the summer edition of picking and grinning.
Kicking off the summer.
Kicking off the summer.
Margarita.
We're drinking some margaritas and here we go. We're going to do a little picking and grinning.
You had your margarita recipe. You've listened to us drink our margarita. I'm out. Alan's out. And now, if I can get out of the way here, how am I going to do this?
Oh, I do this every time. Hold on. Okay.
Alan is preparing.
I'm signing off for now.
Just sign off. And we're going to do a little Jimmy Buffett. I know this is a surprise. You didn't see that coming. Margaritaville. I'm not a parrot head.
Neither am I.
When does it start? Nibbling on sponge cake. Monkey. Watching the sun bake. All of those tourists covered with oil. Strumming my 6 string on my front porch swing. Smell those shrimp, they're beginning to boil. Is that right? Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Are you gonna sing the second verse? Okay.
I don't know the reason I stay here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty, a red-headed cutie. How it got here, I haven't a clue. Wasting away again in Margaritaville.
Trying to harmonize.
Searching for my lost shaker of salt. Shake salt, shake salt, shake salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame.
Now I think, hell, it could be my fault. Back to me?
Yeah.
I blew out my flip-flop, stepped on a pop-top, cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. But there's booze in the blender, and soon it will render that frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Let's do it together, babe.
Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know I need to see the chorus.
It's my own damn fault.
Some people claim that there's a
woman to blame, but I know it's your damn fault. Woo! Tequila.
That sounded like two people who have had
A margarita. It's a little low for me. That's all right. I think it was fine.
That sounded.
You know what? That's the perfect way to wrap up this podcast.
That's a perfect way to wrap up this podcast, babe. And
I'm feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. I'm full of love for you and for those who stuck with us this entire podcast.
Good, because there have been some tough quotes. I want to end on a good note, but there have been some tough quotes lobbed my way on this podcast.
Which ones? Which ones are your favorite?
When you turn on your jerk,
why are you talking like that?
Your jerk faucet, you can't turn that
It's
jerk
hard to turn
faucet
that
off.
Yeah.
Wow.
That struck a nerve, babe.
Ooh, that's a tough one. All right, babe. Well, this has been fun, and I love you desperately.
I love you too.
Well, I'm sure we'll have another podcast next week.
You have a jerk faucet, but you're my jerk, and I love you.
Gosh. Okay, thanks.
Just turn the air conditioner down just a little bit.
Okay. Well, go to KellieandAllen.com. There are links to ask Kelly a question, ask me a question, follow us on social media.
Yes, and real quick before we sign off, I know we were talking about Omaha steak's a great present for Father's Day, but you know what else is a great present for Father's Day? If you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, is a slingshot rental. My husband, he rented a slingshot a long time ago and loved it so much he bought one, and now he is renting them out with his buddy. So if you are interested in a great Father's Day gift, you can give him a gift certificate and use it any time. It doesn't have to be Father's Day weekend. That's probably booked up already anyway.
We're booking up.
Yeah. So where do they go for that?
Go to KellieandAllen.com/slingshot.
Right. Okay. So do that.
And you can send us a form to reserve. You can see the pricing, read about what a slingshot is,
Get
and
a
all
gift
that.
card,
But
and they can use it anytime.
everyone who's done it has thought it's one of the most fun things they've done. We've had a few people use them for weddings.
Yeah,
So
for like
they
the going away vehicle when you drive off the just married.
Yeah, they make a great getaway vehicle. It's like a really radical looking, exotic looking.
Looks like a Batmobile.
Yeah, vehicle. So
It's cute.
Yeah, check it out.
All right, honey.
Okay, well, in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.